again, and welcome to the 7 Financial Blind Spots. I'm consumer advocate Dave Perkins with Marty Nevel. Marty Nevel, I think of him as a retirement specialist because he is. He knows all the moving parts of retirement. Marty has worked with so many through his firm, Smart Money Solutions, and also offers a great companion guide, his Amazon bestseller, Retirement Smart America. Now, as we're going through the 7 financial blind spots, we're looking at something that we really always deal with, and certainly recently we've had a nasty taste of it, but it really is always there, and that, Marty Nevel, is inflation.
Inflation, yes.
The silent killer.
They call it the silent killer for good reason.
Right. Well, it doesn't go away ever. Even when it's low, we still have to factor it in.
Yes, yes. Well, think about, the cost of a car 30 years ago.
Right.
It was, a couple $1,000s to buy a new car. Now it's $20,000 for, a bare bones type of a car. Mm-hmm. But yeah, inflation is a factor. And I think inflation for the next couple of years is going to have rear its ugly head, and we're going to have to deal with it. But we see it at the gas pump. Gas prices have tripled in the past year and a half. So
that's where everyone first notices it.
That's where you notice it. Yeah. Well, you go to the grocery store. You see your basic staples: eggs, bacon, chicken, foodstuffs. Mm-hmm. Everything is just higher dramatically, and it's something that we have to take into consideration when putting together a financial plan. So you're aware of it, and we plan for that.
Well, I know you work with your clients in building an income in their plan. How do you factor in inflation? What mechanisms can you put in place?
Well, when I do the initial report, I factor in inflation automatically because I want their income to continue to grow, to hopefully outpace the cost of things as we go forward, especially when you're in retirement for 25, 30, 35 years or longer. You've got to factor for inflation because that's going to have a huge impact over time in your buying power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sure will. And it's really, I always like when you talk about the guaranteed income, because I think of it in terms of when we work, we have the security blanket of the regular paycheck. And we also know if we're pretty good at our job, we can count on a raise or two. Mm-hmm. And that's really how it works with you, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. The income that I'm going to put together is factored for inflation. So your income is going to continue to grow, and I do that automatically. So I want your income to keep growing because, again, inflation isn't going away anytime soon. I think we're going to have to deal with this and contend with it for the next couple of years at least, and that has to be factored in as far as your income is concerned going forward for the rest of your life.
Well, certainly, yeah. And you look at Social Security, which I know that's one income stream, one part of your process is maximizing that. And Social Security even does, maybe not every year, but they have COLAs.
There is a cost of living adjustment on your Social Security, yes. I mean, this year it was higher than it's been in years, but unfortunately it was offset because of the cost of inflation. The inflation ate away at the cost of living adjustment people got on their Social Security. But yes, some years it's higher. It depends on the CPI. So some years it's higher than others. But yes, they're going to be, I factor that into the plan when I'm putting it together to make sure that Social Security income is one source, it's one part of the whole big picture.
Yeah, and Marty does factor it in because not only is it important to factor it in anyway, but we're living longer. People are living longer, so he looks forward even decades in retirement planning. You can get in touch with Marty and his team. You can also check out his book in Retirement Smart America. If you schedule with Marty, you get a copy of that book. It's a great companion guide. Now, we have more of the blind spots coming up, 7 financial blind spots. Thanks for being with us.